Well, our infiltration route to Luis's quarters is secure. Now we just have to wait for the soiree. Can't imagine what kind of party a villain like him would throw. We have no clue what to expect there.
Then
Make certain that we have the strength to handle whatever surprises may await us.
True.
Or we could help more of those in need instead of idly whiling away the hours. We should do whatever we can to ensure that our efforts are not in vain. Tutorial's operation. Spend time until the soiree. The path to Luis's room has been secured. Use your time both in and out of town to ensure you're well prepared for the soiree.
Well then.
I hear a voice.
I'm sorry.
I rely on him too much. I'm just... Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him.
Oi there.
Lord Brylehaven. Okay, let's say... take a break.
What now?
Okay.
What now?
Alright, so... took a break. And it said that... Strohl is ready. Let's go talk to Strohl. Anybody else available? Bardon? Maria? Talk to Strohl.
I'm sorry.
I rely on him too much. I'm just... Strohl comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. We should talk. Okay.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Merchant that Strohl's father entrusted with his inheritance mentioned he wanted to talk to us. Perhaps I should go talk to him with Strohl.
What do you think?
Any luck finding leads on the inheritance matter? I found the man holding it for you. Do it.
Huh?
Have you? You must take me to him so we can talk.
Oh.
Nice to finally meet you. Well, we have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. He did charity work in the capital? I hardly know his business here, to be honest. The connection to your father is ultimately what led him to entrust your family fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
I didn't mean to pry, but have you decided what you will do with it?
That is...
I had thought to use it to rebuild our house, but to hear my father use his fortune to help people, I admit I'm having second thoughts. Refugees of Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing, and knowing this, I would put these funds to the needs of my house. It would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come. You are truly a Strohl lad, right down to your father's strength of character. If I might be so bold, allow me to present you with an option. It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with estates they cannot sustain. You could then offer this land to your people to build upon. Would that not give them solace?
True.
I see the wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expanse in such short order. If it's the negotiations you are concerned about, that is where I come in.
Quite.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydron, best known for his piety. He is well versed in such matters. Lord Hydron? Do you have anyone else? Oh yeah, he was kind of an ass earlier, right? Sorry, did you say Lord Hydron? Ah, so you do know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But for such an occasion as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say he would be precisely the savior you'd need to realize your ideals.
My ideals.
Ideals, you say?
Yes.
I apologize, I'm just caught off guard by how quickly these tides change. I'd gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in negotiations. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I'd hear my mother and father say often, they practically bludgeoned me with it. Wise words to live by. What does it mean? They instilled you with wise words.
Yes.
Only now do Do I see that? Back then I couldn't appreciate it.
Hmm.
If I can procure new land, all these people could return to some semblance of the lives they were forced to abandon. They could go back to a time of peace before the human attack.
Just...
You have no small role to play here, you know that, don't you? Treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin, and I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia, let alone realizing my ideals.
Hey.
In other words, the future of many depends on our fight. Our hopes lie with you, Captain. No pressure. I can sense Strohl's deep-seated trust and newfound resolve. Rank up. Rank 6.
Whatever
New
burdens
ability,
you
Scion's
carry,
Merit,
I'll carry
increases
them
skill
too.
inheritance slots for warrior lineage to 3. Battle Hypnosis. While in reserve, Strohl will gain experience at the normal rate. We've seen this before. I assume that means we're going to get new party members. More skills can now be inherited by the warrior lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's Merit.
Thank you.
Owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It was surely no easy feat to find him.
You're
Quest clear a
lifesaver.
noble's legacy. By tracking down the merchant who knew Strohl's father, I helped him get one step closer to his goal. He was grateful for my help. Increases tolerance.
All right.
Nice. Not quite level 3, but we're getting closer. That was what I was lowest on, so that helps.
That reminds me.
You don't mind my asking, did you hear anything else about my father in the search? He loved his son. He had a strong sense of justice. He was a man of virtue. Let me just say this. So he had a strong sense of justice. Yes, that does sound like him. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do. Return to the others with Strohl, who was still deep in thought. Back to the Browhaven Tavern. Hear a voice.
Interesting.
I'd like to know more about him. Alonzo comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Let's first go to the Gauntlet Runner and do our dailies.
Go.
Been running around town for a few days. We haven't used the toilet. Use the toilet. Use the toilet.
Right.
Feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom. Pantry. There's some pristine clear water and Morricone meat. I wonder who left them here. I could use these for cooking. And we can't cook because we're not moving, right? You can only cook when you're moving. Let me double check that. Doesn't seem to be working right now. Runner isn't generating power right now. Let's try it again when we're on the road. Yeah, it's been a while. But okay, let's go see Alonzo. All we have to do now is wait for the soiree. Ice Maze free too. Let's go see Alonzo.
Interesting.
I'd like to know more about him. Alonzo comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. We should talk. Oh, he's here? Okay.
Greetings.
Oh, well met. What are you up to? I'd like to hear about your journey so far. If you don't mind telling it, you have certain information I'd very much like to know. Information? Sure, I can do that. I'm at 3, right? An outpouring of wisdom. I briefly outlined my journey so far for Alonzo. Aha, how very intriguing. Very keen to know more of these experiences. If you'd indulge me, have you some free time right now? No problem.
Yes.
Oh, you are marvelous. Thank you. All right, follow me. I know of a great spot. Alonzo asked me to tell him about some of the things that happened on my journey.
I see.
I see. Very intriguing. So an external force protects the candidates. For outsiders like myself, it's rather difficult to get a hold of accurate information pertaining to the royal magic and the tournament for the throne. Information's quite the weapon, you know. All the more reason meeting you has been such a boon.
Understand?
In fact, if you really wanted to take down the other candidates, the most effective method would be investigating their families and homes for info you can use. Quite effective against blackguards who hide their misdeeds, naturally, but outstandingly so against good, upstanding family folk. To threaten him? I couldn't do that.
That's...
You don't mean to threaten him, do you?
But of course.
I know it's not in your nature, but still, not every weapon has a pointed end. Villain will always strike where it hurts most, like snakes, and those I associate with are usually the most venomous kind.
Hmm?
Speak of the devil, here comes one such associate now.
Oi!
How's the client situation looking?
Yeah.
We've 20 at present, no delay securing their contracts. Arrangements have been made should any default on payments. Ah, so you're not all talk. You know, my lord may have taken a shine to you, but let me make something clear. One false move and I promise I will flay you alive myself. Understand, Cuculus? Oh yeah, that's his, alias.
Ridiculous.
He's an underling of a landowner I'm working with. He's exceedingly cautious, as you might expect, and for some reason, he still doesn't trust me. Can't blame him, really. Said landowner is my true target. He's a foul one. He's been trying to take advantage of the struggle for the throne to net a huge fortune. Ambitious sorts all over the country are using the tournament to rise up in the world, and this landowner is their lender, turning tidy profits. I am his middleman. Of course, the landowner only lends because he knows he'll collect, so when he realizes he can't, why, that's an awful lot of money to disappear into the void. What do you mean? And that's your aim, then?
What?
That's your plan all along, isn't it?
Now then.
I'll spare you the details, but the man's money will end up in my coffers eventually. Curious thing, people are never more vulnerable to tricks than when they think they're playing one themselves. When all said and done, it'll be his loss and my gain, and I do mean gain, enough to buy a small village, really. Why do such a thing? Interesting plan there. What if you mess up?
Well...
It's an interesting plan. Maybe there's a future for you in this line of work yet.
Oi!
Oi, Alonzo.
Yes.
Don't worry, he has my confidence.
Listen.
That flunky you talked to earlier, he's snooping around the village.
What?
What?
Hey!
I gave him the slip before he saw me, but this is bad, Alonzo. If they find out how you're connected to the village, then...
No.
My hometown or not, there's no way they'll catch on to what I'm up to now. He'll turn up nothing, and that'll be the end of it. We need to relax.
Yeah.
All the same, you should pack your things in case things go south. I'll bring you the money to stash soon. That lackey of his, I hadn't expected him to move so quickly, even went as far as digging up my roots. Is everything all right? What do you mean? Everything all right? You going to be okay?
You...
If push comes to shove, I may end up needing your help, your muscle, that is.
I...
Trying to buy my hometown with the money I'm bilking from the landowner. He's the one who's bleeding my village dry to begin with. Got to make this piece of my deception succeed at all cost. It would save the whole poverty-stricken village.
Hey.
When are you free? How about you come and check on the village with me? I've got a strange, nagging feeling about all this. Okay. If you cut me in. Okay. Sure, I'll go.
Thank you. Truly.
Yes, of course. Thank you. I owe you one. Feel Alonzo's genuine gratitude and deep trust towards me. Rank up. Rank 2.
Mother.
New ability, Faker Enlightenment, reduces the mad cost of studying the Faker lineage. My hometown's a small village. It's nearby, in fact. If it were up to me, we'd head there straight away. Lass, I know you have a schedule of your own. Even so, I implore you, please, do not delay for long. I'll be waiting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Idol's Day. I don't really have any money.
Hey, listen!
Hey, there's a Coliseum in Briarhaven. You fight monsters gathered from all over. If you win, you get a prize. Briarhaven Coliseum is quite well known. It's always crowded, except during stormy weather. Bring dangerous monsters directly into the city doesn't seem especially safe, but I suppose the experience is worth the risk. Certainly see the appeal. Let's say we visit it later. The ferryman ought to know where the Coliseum is. Maybe worth checking out. I feel like we should be ranking up people right now, though.
Well then.
I hear a voice. We're in quite the predicament. Bardon comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him.
Oi there!
Yeah, why not? Go do the
All right.
runner first.
Let's go.
Use the toilet.
All right.
Maybe I should go in while no one is using it. Use the toilet. Ah, I've got it. Oh, did I get it? I have to go back and check and see. Is it random or is it on certain days? Now that I feel refreshed, I think I've grasped something. Protagonist luck increased by 1.
This is...
Orgo sugar and briny salt. Okay, should we check the shops out? I don't have much in the way of money. Like 12,000.
Right.
So let's just go. Let's go see Bardon. I mean, we need to get him up to rank 3 just to complete Moore's quest, right? We're in quite the predicament. Bardon comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. We should talk. He's still here, or did he go back to Martira? He's in Martira. Let me check with this water salesman.
Real cheap today.
No, they just don't have. They don't like restock on the stuff, do they?
What?
It's you. How fare you in your travels? For you to be in Martira of all places. Aye, but I shouldn't pry. I'm sure you've got some urgent business or another, and I shan't make you tardy for it. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. Like what?
Thank you.
Many thanks to you for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it.
The truth is,
I wanted to consult with you on all this blether about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. Wouldn't own land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important position. Establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord, I think that's what is best for this town.
so
For the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-government. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fella best suited for the position is the one clergyman. He's a fine man, and he likes the idea. Darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be the governor. You're popular, you're suited for it. Seems like a stretch.
Right.
Suited for it. You think it's a grand idea too? Well, I couldn't disagree more myself. I'm too weak a man.
still though.
I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who put everything to right. Stretch, I'm no hero. It was all thanks to the lot of ye. I could say that all day and they'd still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say, I...
Do I have what it takes to lead them? Everything's a challenge, I couldn't tell you. It'll be fine. Everything's a challenge. Everything worth doing is always a challenge.
Wait, what?
Is it always? I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision.
For myself.
I represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole place. It's quick. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept advising me.
Don't worry your head.
May not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town like you. And since Bardon's extraordinary determination and faith in me. Rank up. Rank 2.
I'll do anything for
Reduces
this
mad
town.
cost studying the commander lineage. Bardon, you finally decided what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey up!
We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been a right pain, but you seem like a take-charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. A sandworm attack would devastate Martira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well...
Go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills. Well, yeah, they hated it when you chased them around during hide and seek. My wee ones are bawling and screaming something awful. They still cry from the memory of it.
Whoa.
But that's how you play Hunter and Prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town.
My thanks.
Thanks for your time today. I'll have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back, so do stop by again. Parted ways with Bardon and returned to the group. Back to the Browhaven Tavern. Okay. What should we do now? We picked up all the information. Oh, look, is this another bard?
Young man, hey.
So we meet again. My search for fine music always seems to lead me to you. Might transform your memories into a heartfelt song. It'll be just 250 read. Haven't performed for us? Play some music.
Pleased to hear that.
And but one question. Across the whole of your travels, which locale has etched itself in the forefront of your memory? Grand Trad? Oh, there's one from Martira now. Martira, a town where the people's reserved and reliable nature is punctuated by the inescapable undercurrent of sadness. It's a place where the dancing sands of the wasteland give way to a gentle carpet of green. The solemn road weaves its way through the valley. Stone stairway rises above the vale, offering a gallery of vistas from which the town's simple scenery can be seen. Of course, the lonely grandeur of its old castle reaching far into the sky. Now listen to my song. What a beautiful melody. To listen to the performance, I thought about all I'd seen. Okay, well that was...
Fancy a bit of insight.
You thought there'd be some kind of intel discount because it's Idol's Day? What an entitled... Nah, just kidding. I'll knock a few reeve off. I know we didn't get everything. We're gonna need these at some point. Avion of Brachia Forest.
Want in on this?
Guessing you're after the dragon thistleberry. The Kokosados that lords over the area loves them too, so be careful. The Kokosados will unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. Ooh. Recommend having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles. Having those wouldn't hurt neither.
Between us.
Hope your dragon thistleberry hunt goes swimming in. Okay, let's make sure we prepare thoroughly. Burn my bread. Received a scrap of paper.
Want in on this?
The Tomb of Lament, eh? Of course I can tell you all about it. Bounty's called Fatally Ditch. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons two-headed beasts called Comenza. Oh, we've killed one of those already. It's not just fighting two enemies at once. It's the problem. When the Comenza's around, Fatalich's attacks get stronger. Okay. Uses powerful dark magic, or so I heard from the bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with his life. Better either prepare ways to protect against magic, or use the Comenza's weakness, wind, to take it out quick. You might expect seeing as it's a ghost, Fatalich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy.
No kidding.
Got it. Our best tactic is to devise a way to protect against its magic and also summon wind and light magic of our own. There's a good Tauros over there too. It attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. We've already took one of those out. About it. Watch your step unless you want your next step to be into the grave. Receives a scrap of paper, so it's like a few things we've already killed and then something new. Fiend of the Forsaken Tower.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. Oh, it's pretty far away, huh? Forsaken Tower is here. It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? We can get one of them knocked out on the way, couldn't we?
And there's a campground.
Maybe we could do all three of them, like, because we could go
And
here and then
right
here,
there's- it's your
and
call.
then
We'll face
up
it.
here.
There's a runner.
Rival Gauntlet Runner. I think this is called the
I
Arenas.
smell trouble.
There's a runner.
Is that Goddard?
There's a runner. There's a runner.
I don't know who this is. Maybe the mouse lady? Eugene. Okay. Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called Orgus.
Just between us.
Be careful when it stores up power. Its next attack will hurt. Let's just say, so keep your defenses up. I've heard that if you can remove its buff before its next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You'd best make sure you can use some of that. Hey, do you think that if we told that Colosseum noble about our exploits at the tower, we'd be able to impress him? See the scrap of paper. Okay. So, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do yet. Maybe we'll...
Right?
Let's see who's available. Esme. Brigitta? Esme and Brigitta.
Hey, listen.
I think we should save before we make a
What now?
decision. Save real quick. Take a quick break. Merchant. Oof. I should start leveling up this commander, but it's going to be a while before we can unlock this, whatever it is. Assassin. He'd have to be at rank 7 for this. Okay, it looks like they all go up at like rank 7. Rank 8. Okay, so like rank 7 for party members. Rank 8 for her too. Yeah, so it's just like you gotta max everybody out. It's like we're a ways away from. Yeah, so immediate party members, it looks like rank 7. For all the other ones, it's rank 8. Okay, well, yeah, let's go see Brigitta.
Hmm?
If that doesn't go well, we can always. The world is filled with such senseless anguish. Brigitta comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. We should talk. He might give me another discount. Okay. Elden kid, you one of Lady Brigitta's contacts then? I am. Been assigned to stand guard here. She told me to not let anyone but an Elden kid through. You're Elden, sure as anything. No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose. Didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers?
Everyone!
Anti-Igniter terrorist hideout has been burnt to the ground. Local village a front for criminal fiends. Torched thanks to the renowned Igniter merchant Lady Brigitta Lycon. We didn't burn down the village, though. They must... Oh, they're framing her.
This time!
The fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital, Grand Trad, once its people were unarmed.
Hear ye!
However, they have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigitta. 3 cheers for magic igniters. There you have it. Burnt to the ground, but they're lying.
What?
You mean burnt to the ground? As the crier says, that entire village went up in a sea of fire. I didn't do anything. The people I met then at the village, they're dead now.
Those people.
There were no anti-igniter group. It was a Sanctus church, or rather those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. Taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though you stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible.
You get it.
Sure, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total unquestioning obedience. Are you giving in? What will you do?
Hang on.
You giving in? Do you have any other choice? This world is a horrific place defined by inequality and intolerance, and the ones who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop. In other words, the church. You didn't see me embarrassed at Pope, though. I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even through all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak their wealth and their lives. Remember holding their cold bodies in my arms? That's when I decided from then on I'd be the one doing the taking. The weak always die if they lose everything. Then I'd become strong and I'd be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here. Made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends. How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? But be your head next, so I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be. They can't hurt me. You can't give in to fear. That won't change anything. You can't give in to fear.
Listen.
I know you're scared, but you can't give in to them.
Shut up.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. With all you must have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light in this world? Why won't you let me give up? Brigitta's vulnerability and her desire to be saved bring pain to my heart. Rank up. Rank 6.
Why?
Merchant veneration significantly
Why
reduces
did
mag
you-
cost of studying the merchant lineage. Merchant's markdown significantly improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange. Seems the exchange rate at the exchange will improve further due to the effects of merchant's markdown. I completely forgot about that when we were buying that accessory. Burn my bread. When you think of this world you want to create, what do you imagine there? Hope. It won't be hell. Smiling faces?
Right.
Ah, it sounds a country too bright for me. I wish I could have a heart like yours, strong and beautiful. I don't know, you're kind of hot. I calmed Brigitta down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room.
Time marches on,
Time
and the
marches
age of a
on.
new king draws nearer.
6 Flames Day.
Well then.
Hear a voice. Want to talk with Mister? I miss him. Rhea comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
Oi there.
I think we are going to take a break now.
What now?
Go grab something to drink. All right. So where are we at? Quest. We have a few things we need to do, don't we? What's this one? Okay, that's Neris's relic. Have I checked it? I don't remember if I checked that. We'll check that out. 7 samples of dragon thistleberry in the Grachia forest. We need to do some farming somewhere. Nobleman in possession of the deed. Okay, he needs me to go to the top. That's in that town. We need toothbrush of hygienia. Okay. Play the Orgus in the Forsaken Tower. Tomb of Lament. Palace of Legends. I think that's the one in the tomb as well. Tomb of the Tower, right? Okay, we need to see a map. How many days do we have? It's Forgiveness Day. What's on Forgiveness Day? I'd have to look that up. Oh, is it just like a holiday? So it's like big bargain. I don't have any money. Okay, we still have a lot of time before this. Should I think maybe we should
All right then.
knock out some of
Let's
these
go.
quests. How are we on ingredients? Doesn't one of the shops sell Monster Bone? I think one of the shops sells fish, right? I need 2 for this. What it is? Go
All
back.
right then.
Merchant's Bazaar.
Let's head there right away.
Yeah, I think one of these guys sells fish. We don't have much money.
Welcome.
Okay. Got plenty of these.
Young man.
What do you think?
Okay. Bluefin tuna. I had plenty of those.
Young man.
What was that fish that I needed? Where the hell did I get it from? It's the guy who sells the bracelets. I don't probably have enough money for whatever he's
Well
got.
then.
Stormy Sea Ring. Yeah, I don't have enough. Yeah, we need to go make some money.
Hey, mister. Young man.
Okay, let's go back to the runner.
Let's go.
Oh wait, yeah,
All right then. Where to?
guy in Grand Trad that we met.
Let's go.
He sells fish. That was part of Strohl's thing.
See there.
Unless that was just
Alright.
like for the quest. Does he not have fish? He's like right here. I don't even see him on the map.
It's quite fresh.
Hiya. Welcome.
Yeah, I don't guess they carry anything new. Where the hell am I supposed to get fish from?
Oh there.
Yeah, that's just red rats. I got plenty of
Until
red
we meet
rats.
again, then. I'll take the crown now.
Where to?
Can't buy a fish in a port town. Does the inn sell anything?
Let's go.
I mean, they have that fish tank.
Hang on.
Aren't you fancy looking?
You're...
You pledge your support for Jen, then you too could. Oh, a candidate. Not only that, the elder on everyone's lips. Have you come to impede my campaign? I'm just passing by. What's with the change in attitude?
No.
Earning the support I need is all that matters. What reason do I have to flatter a rival? Jeez, what an obnoxious toad. What's the world coming to if a scuzzbucket like him can be a notable candidate?
That's the one from the exhibition.
I enjoyed that conversation.
I'm just incredulous.
All right,
Heaven where you can catch your own fish, so I have to say your last catch wasn't particularly impressive.
Hey,
Incredulous.
listen.
I don't guess
Huh?
they just sell anything, huh? Okay, well, we gave it a shot. Just the informant.
All right.
Okay, let's go back. That was a waste of time. Okay, let's do
All
toilet.
right. Right.
Feel refreshed. Pantry.
Huh?
Rock beans and gauntlet shrooms. And let's check the engine room. Oh, that's back deck. This. Code seems to have been deciphered even further. Read the Oceana entry. Handwriting is hurried and haphazard. The old man had a bunch about the tomb northwest of Browhaven. Isn't there a cursed cemetery there? The one where the victims of that epidemic were buried, it says? I'm around Browhaven. I should keep an eye out for this cemetery in case there's a relic there. Okay, so it's gonna be Tomb of Lament, probably, right? Can we just go to all of them?
Everyone's here.
Route map.
Now then,
Now, how far do I run her then?
calling for a breather, are we?
Okay, we can get to this town in a day,
It's your call.
A village, is it?
and then, but I guess we'd have to go this way then,
Something
huh?
there,
Doesn't
yes.
look like we can go from
Looks
here
charming.
Ah,
to here.
danger.
Oh,
This place.
do we do the tomb? But we'd have to take a day or two to get
A
there.
village, I believe.
Hmm. Can we choose to come here?
We could fulfill a request.
Task is to
there.
defeat the monster and retrieve the Chalice of Legends, yes? Tombs and treasure certainly seem to go hand in hand. We may be in for quite a haul
You
here.
seem interested.
Not keen on robbing graves, but that help refine our endeavors. So long as we don't overdo it, the spirits will understand.
Yeah, but
Weather seems pretty bad there today. We might hit delays, so maybe we should get our fortune told.
it's your call.
Make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night? Leave it to me. Let's think it over. Did we choose the
We'll face
route?
danger here.
I want to go here, but I want to hit all of them along the way. That's
Something
the thing.
there, yes.
Calling for a breather, are we?
Just a moment. Certainly.
The tower we were tasked with clearing of monsters, is it not? The place far removed from civilization,
Keep
eh?
your wits about you.
Farther from the city, the greater the danger. We ought to be prepared.
It's your call.
Pretty far. We'll have to camp twice before we get there, so we'll get back night after tomorrow. Of course, though, it depends on you lot. We'll need extra time if you plan to go wandering. Let's
Which way
go.
should we go?
We could go a few different routes. Which do you want? Choosing a route to your destination. When multiple routes take you to your destination in the same number of days, you can choose which route to take by using left back or right back. Okay, I think this is the route we're going to take, because it's the only one that hits all of them.
Great. Let's
Okay,
move
here
out.
we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. This allows us to do the, I guess we'll find out. Man, it would really suck to have to start all the way over, huh? Will we be able to do the tomb?
What to pick?
Hear a voice. Listen, allow things to remain as they are. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Okay, let's cook while we're moving. Make something? Let's cook. Is this... I need to be able to make like everything is the problem. Taking this long trip. Oh, we might be able to get some ingredients at that next place, huh? I don't know what any of this stuff is. Gel dust. Gated koi. Bone. Like, I haven't seen any of these things. Like, we managed to get one fish. We don't have a peach turnip anyways. I guess we're doing red grass roasted bee-doo.
Let's check.
This Strohl wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Got it.
Quality meat is delicious all on its own, but if you prepare it with little effort applied to the right places, it can taste even better. Echoes something I've heard anyway.
And then
In other words, we can't just haphazardly toss things together. Proven combinations of ingredients will win the day. Begin preparing the food with Strohl.
got it.
Heat control makes all the difference with meat. Ready? This is the moment we've been waiting for. Must strike the perfect balance between delicate and bold. With that done, we're nearly to the finish line. Wouldn't be so exacting if this was just my dinner, but when you cook for others, you've got to give them your best. Looks amazing. Even by sight alone, I know this would be delicious. Red grass roasted bee-doo. That aroma really whets the appetite. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. I guess we'll spend time with Hulkenberg, giving us the option. Where would you be? Where are you at, Hulky?
Excuse me.
Yeah, Hulkenberg was talking about. Is there someone in the runner who wants to talk with you? Want to go find them? Yes, let's. Doesn't allow things to remain as they are. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
Are you free?
What ought we do today? Whatever the specifics, 'twould be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength. I apologize, but I must ask that we save training for another time. Right now, I have some things I'd like to ponder alone. If you need advice, I'm here.
If so,
Could you spare a moment for me, then? It's about Bardon, the Knight Commander. Family found prominence through means beyond the wealth we lack, scholarship mostly, with some having developed a taste for politics. Was the outlier. My single-minded pursuit of martial arts put me quite outside their sphere, and considering my temperament, they had no idea what to do with me.
yes.
My family offered me no meaning worth pursuing, so I volunteered for the Guard when I was still quite young. I thought that in the military I could blaze my own trail on strength alone, but, well, such ideals were meaningless to House Hulkenberg. Before I had the chance to prove my abilities, they had already made arrangements to assign me to the Knights, ensuring I would not disgrace the family name.
But
But I was fortunate enough to meet Rodin in the course of my training as a new recruit. He was born into a storied rogue household, but his house dissolved and he joined the military after its
that's
decline.
why.
We were alike in that way, seeking to rise by our own individual efforts, regardless of familial background. What changed him? What happened to him? What happened to him? I was the one who shattered his ambitions. After our training concluded, Rodin was openly being considered for an appointment to the Prince's Royal Guard. However, instead, it was I, still tender in years, who was ultimately selected. Rodin lacked for nothing as a knight. He and I were equals in all things, save that my family had put the right words in the right ears. He was denied appointment to the Royal Guard. Instead, he was sent to the front lines alongside the common footmen of the state army. Sure, he was frustrated. He made a name for himself and returned to the order, but to see him rise to the rank of commander in such a short period of time, you respect that? Do you feel inferior? Are you trying to say you respect him?
No.
That's current behavior does not befit a knight commander, and it hardly bears saying that we cannot allow such abuse of power. Even if I am partly responsible for his attachment to power, nay, indeed, would be all the more reason to intervene. I cannot help but wonder whether it's even my place to judge him. Even as I sought to carve my own path, my knighthood only came at my family's behest, and after failing to protect my charge, I left the capital a wanderer. All these lofty words, what weight do they bear from one such as I, a knight errant and erred, failed in her solemn duty? That's not who you are. That's still a knight.
No.
That's not who you are, Hulkenberg. Yet even if I now stay on my course, what of my past self? What of she who wandered? Upon a time I thought myself righteous, a respected order, brought many a criminal to justice, and saw many a punishment meted out.
Alas.
Yet looking back, I know it was a matter of convenience, a way to disguise the weakling I was, my knightly standing a replacement for the family I had forsaken. Of course, in my time as a knight, I failed to protect the prince and abandoned my post to seek him out with no more honor than a thief in the night. I fled my family and I fled my knighthood. Rodin, he sees this in me, clarion clear. Who am I to claim any chivalry over him? You would run again? So you'll say nothing?
So then...
So you would repeat the past and run from Rodin. No, I was simply afraid to face him, and afraid of facing who I once was. You don't have to be. You have friends, you know. You're better than this. You have friends, you know.
It'll be fine.
Well, I'll help you through this, no matter what.
You know.
This is the way of a broken sword, I suppose. Brute force will avail it nothing, eh? But still.
I see.
Why, yes, that sword. Perhaps I'd lost sight of something very important indeed. But you've always been there to remind me. I am truly indebted to you, Burn My Bread. Know that you have my sincerest thanks. Hulkenberg seems like she's realized something. I sense a further deepening of our bond. Rank up, rank 5. New ability, Knight Veneration, significantly reduces the mag cost of studying the Knight lineage. Battle Aura, while in reserve, amount of experience Hulkenberg gain increases.
Sorry.
If I may, I'd like some time alone with my thoughts. When I've found my answers, let us speak here again.
It's coming our way!
Boy, a monster with most peculiar color-changing eyes is clinging to the deck. Deal with it before it ruins all the hard work I put into this runner. Oh no, we better get rid of it fast before Norris puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. I think I still have them all on Wizard. We cannot allow that beast to make its way into the runner, the deck with haste. I don't think we've changed our
Hey, would you mind
stuff.
not just barging in on us?
Try a bit of this!
Oh, those are rare ones? Yeah, blue elementals.
Power of kings. Nothing personal. I'll be taking that.
Why, hello.
Onyx.
I will fight with. I won't hold back. Maybe not. I'm all prepared.
Tis yours.
Burn!
That worked. Okay.
More incoming.
Oh, something else. Bees, not the bees.
Four left.
Let us clean up
Don't
this
let up.
mess. Assassin! I'll take this.
The best.
You're going to your name, eh?
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength.
I don't know what they're weak to.
Go!
Fire!
Oh, yeah. Don't guess it mattered. Didn't matter what they were weak to, huh?
Let us carry this fortune onward.
Scathed drop.
Not bad.
The village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brylehaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The Gauntlet Runner slows to a stop.
Giving it some thought?
Something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? Let's stop. Gotta buy a toothbrush. Inundo.
Just a moment.
Boy, what's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. Villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. What a shame. It was my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. That's alright, I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey,
It's a bit small, but it looks like they've set up a stall here. Want to talk to them?
that reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a toothbrush of Hygienia? Let's see if the store has it. Okay, briny. Okay, weapons. Briny artifact. Have it appraised. Have it appraised. Have it appraised. Appraised. Have it appraised. I didn't have anything appraised, did I? Hell's boiling bath bomb. Bath salt. Temper the spirits in a trial of molten. Use while bathing to increase protagonist's endurance by 2. That might actually be useful. I don't have much money though, so like getting 1 is kind of pointless. I have all this rare stuff and I can't afford anything. That's a lot. Hey, I might have some stuff to sell.
Now then.
Okay, that'll help. I mean, we're going to dungeons, so we'll make money. We get 2. Okay.
All right.
Okay, we got what we came for. We all finished here. I did get the toothbrush. Right, yes.
All
Pretty
right.
sure I did, but I wanted to double check. Are you done with your business here? Let's continue our trip.
Hey,
You're going to keep traveling, right? Okay, let's head back to the runner. Let's do that.
As the sky turns the same muddy color as the land below, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet land. However, confidence would be ill-advised. Listen carefully for footfalls in the mud, and move at the break of dawn.
Wetlands Camp.
All right then.
Okay, what is she offering? Is that wisdom? What are my royal virtues at? Wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination. I need eloquence and tolerance. Meter. What else is available?
All right then.
Can't tell offhand what that is.
Let's go.
Tolerance. I could use some tolerance. Don't know how much it would give me. What kind of books do we have? Save real quick.
What now?
In case we make a mistake. All right. Let's see. Let's read. I think it'll be quicker. Books I can read are. Okay, this is imagination. This one's we finished. What's future of magic? Julian's treatise on building a sustainable future with magic. He does have a way with words. I haven't started reading it yet. Obnoxious, but he does know a thing or two, so maybe we'll learn something. It looks like a complicated book, so let's get comfy by the window before we dive in. Wisdom. Okay, we don't need wisdom. We need is tolerance or eloquence. Bygone days. It's Hazmay's account of life with his son. I'm in the middle of reading it. Hazmay left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. Read this book, I may gain more tolerance. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to read the book. It's quicker. And if we don't get 4, maybe we'll go talk to Hazmay. Sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. Pantry describes Hazmay and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. When Hazmay loses sight of his son, only to find he climbed a tall tree, Hazmay is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down just as his father would have. See, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. Warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
Oh yeah, it just gave me 4. I didn't even have to answer any questions. Oh, that's not enough to rank up. Okay. Another one, maybe even 2 more. Okay, well, there's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick it up from here next time.
Time marches on.
Time
and
marches
the age of a new
on.
king draws nearer.
What to pick?
Okay. Oh,
All
that.
right. Right.
Feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom.
What's this?
Mellow milk and fragrant spice. Want to make something? I already made everything. Okay. Oh, we only have two rock beans. Stuff was useful though. Okay, rock beans and moths. Any of these need rock beans and moth. In case I don't get any more. Doesn't look like it. Make some monster bread. We'll make one.
All right.
It's from Heismay's home village. I'll go get him.
Understood.
May cut as many corners as you like in cooking. However, we do not cook merely to fill our bellies. No, we cook to partake of good meal. You mustn't neglect learning how to achieve that end.
That.
Quality of your result will directly reflect the focus you put into the process. Training with a blade is not so different. Followed Heismay's lead and began kneading the flour in the dough. Once the dough is satisfactory, throw your weight into stretching it.
Here we go.
Foot goes forward like this. Etch this into your memory.
Oh,
Nearly clicked off. My sweat tells of a battle hard fought. Our final trial yet awaits. Calm your mind and strike to remove it with no less than perfect timing. Amazing, we made springy and delicious looking bread.
in days gone by.
I present to you a taste of my hometown with this magical bread. Our effort shall make it all the more delicious, so be sure to savor it. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. Magical bread. I'd like to have made more, but I don't want to go through all my ingredients. Okay,
Right.
not that. I don't. Never mind. Nasty roast soul. As of yet, thou art but one who fights vainly to effect change. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art worthy vessel for our power. The true king of this land, thou must travel far and wide together with the souls of the heroes and develop newfound powers. Does that mean that you're really getting up there in the ranking? Pretty much in with Luis, but if you keep this up, who knows? Maybe we'll see your face on the rock soon. Yeah, I just hit the wrong button. I
Alright.
meant to hit this one. But it's nice to know. There like nothing available. I guess we'll read again, huh? Okay. I mean, maybe it'll guarantee his tolerance again. That should be enough to rank up. Shelf is lined with interesting books. Then we would just need one. Still have a ways to go with the other ones, though. Heismay's account of life with his son. I'm almost done reading it. Heismay left it here. Then we think that means it's okay to read. If I read this book, I may gain more tolerance. So we spend some time reading this book. Read the book. Though sparse and objective, the words still managed to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He recalls a time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well, then ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. Next morning, Heismay woke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the song he'd been trying to learn, a birthday song for his father. I see, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. Warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
Oh, that's not enough? Really? With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened. Oh yeah, that was the third time, huh?
Now then.
Oh, well, that should be enough. Yay, generous.
Tolerance.
Tolerance, 'tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. Thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
That's
Conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
I say,
Boy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at a spectacular waterfall
another-
northwest of Brilehaven, the Peregrine Falls. The
Another
water
sight.
cascading down from the river between the canyons is among the kingdom's finest vistas, thanks in part to the monuments carved into rocky cliffs. Is the rumbling echo simply the water plummeting into the basin below? Or the roar of the Mage King?
Mage King. Peregrine Falls. What could this be? Yet again, it seems we found ourselves within the most peculiar of places. Something is just barely visible beyond the waterfall's veil. A statue, perhaps? It must be. They look like faces, but why would anyone go through all the trouble of carving something like that behind a waterfall? I
besides.
see it. Aren't their expressions kind of scary? Like they're dying, they look intimidating. Their pained expressions make it look as though they're just moments away from death. Must be difficult to carve the rock in a place like that. Just whose face could that be, anyway?
Mayhap.
It's Perhaps the likeness of one of the old hero kings. I believe a legend involving the Mage King is set within this region. I'd not question it if you told me this was all created with the Mage King's magic. They say he mastered immensely powerful forces which he used to protect his people.
Just
I cannot help but think what would drive someone to go to such great lengths to carve such terrifying monument upon these stones. Well, I mean, like, yeah, the royal magic the king that we just had was pretty powerful, so if they called him a Mage King, he was probably pretty OP. For attention, as a warning. As a
What's that
warning.
about?
Maybe they wanted to warn us of something. Maybe right. For all his power, the Mage King suffered great misfortunes throughout his final years. Perhaps it serves as a warning to those who would follow him. Power closes as many doors as it opens, regardless of the intent with which you wield it. You may yet become feared and ostracized. It's kind of sad when you think about it. When you put it that way, it almost feels like the roar of the waterfall is meant to represent the Mage King's cries of anguish.
Yes.
That is indeed true. Then we may best honor these sentiments by etching this place within our memory. We may think on it more, but it is time to return to the runner. After contemplating the Mage King's lament, I feel that my wisdom has grown. Oh, well, that's good. Getting started on... Looks like it's going to take us a while to get to level 4.
hello.
Well, the peculiarities of these waterfalls are up for debate. Their majesty is not. I've made a nice little record of this site. Do take it with you. Peregrine Falls drawing. Okay, I'll give this drawing to Maria later. I headed back to the runner, imagining the surprised expressions that would appear on her face when I tell her about this place.
Their destination is the Tomb of Lament, found north of Oceania. Interred beneath the earth here lie the victims of a terrible epidemic. It is said the lamentations of the lost echo throughout, disfiguring the somber burial ground into a mass grave for criminals and the kinless. The vindictive spirits conjure restless monsters, and it is here that the Gauntlet Runner comes to an uneasy halt.
Giving it some thought?
This is the Tomb of Lament. It's not on our itinerary, but do you want to stop? Let's stop. Came this way for a reason.